G'day all, welcome back to Dad vs. Son and our playthrough of Desert Rats, part of Panzer Grenadier from Avalanche Press, and we're going on with the first scenario. Scenario 1, Conquista del Somaliland, where the Italians are starting their invasion of British Somaliland and they need to take these 3 hills to get a major sort of victory sort of thing. So I've set everybody up and we're ready to go. All the Brits are either dug in or entrenched, and all the Italians will come on from the southern end of the board here. So first thing is going to be rolling for initiative, and the Italians have a 3 and the Punjabis have a 2. So I need to drag this map down again the moment so we can see what's happening. So we'll roll for the Italians first. So they have a 3 plus 3 is 6, and the Punjabis have a 5 and 2 is 7. So 7 minus 6 is a 1. Halved is 1, rounded up, and we are good to go with 1 activation for the Brits. And the Brits are going to pass because these guys aren't on the board yet. So there you go. We're done. So it's up to the Italians. So what they're going to do is the colonel is going to activate, and he's going to activate this captain, who's going to activate this tenente, and who's going to activate this lieutenant as well. So this whole mob is going to be doing something, and what they're going to be doing is moving. So first things first, I've got to remember we move 1 unit at a time. So we're going to move this little man here up to there for 1. He's got a movement of 3, and we want to know if they're going to do any opportunity fire. In here we've only got infantry with a range of 3. Here we've got a heavy machine gun with a range of 4, so it can't do anything. Up here we have a mortar with a opportunity fire, range of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's not going to do it. So this guy's going to move up again. We are at range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he is going to move forward 1 more for his 3. Now, does the machine gun wish to opportunity fire or not? And I'm going to say no at the moment. So second unit's going to move up 1, 2, 3, no opportunity fire, and the lieutenant and his mob are going to come up there as well, and they have all moved. They have all this is just a pain in the bum. Moved. Okay, so next up is going to be this tenente here, and his first guy is going to move up to here from this halfway. For 1, nobody's going to fire. For 2, nobody's going to fire. For 3, nobody's going to fire. And 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and he goes up there with him, and they have all moved as well. Next will be the captain. They all did have move a 3, yes. 3, yes. And move a 3, yes. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. No opportunity fire. got any of these, they'll come up and they have moved as well, like that, which leaves the colonel with his mob. So the first guy we got in here, we got the truck, the mortar. So the mortar will move one, can't really move into there, so I'm just going to put him there. He moves to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, nothing happening. But this is a bit of a problem. So, do we want to fire our mortar at this mortar? And I think we will just activate the mortar to opportunity fire. Thought there was one for opportunity fire. Oh, I'm got it sitting right there. Okay, so it's got a range of 9 for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to fire for 8. So if we have a look at the game charts for Barra bombardment, and it can see down here. So we're on the 8 column to start with. We look at the modifiers. There's no town or entrenchments. It's not in beach, jungle, or anything else. Target's not dug in. We get a +1 because the target is a mortar. So we've gone up +1. It's not friendly fire. It's not a loaded truck, prime mover, wagon, sled, or whatever else. It's not a nighttime. It's not logistics. Firing unit moved or will move this turn. No, that's an optional rule. There's nothing. +1, target hex is spotted by firing unit. So yes, it is, because he can spot there. So we're at +2. 3 combat units, no. Adjacent, no. So we're at +2. So we roll up. And we get a 5 on the 16, which is a morale check. So morale, bottom, that. Okay. So his morale is a 7. So he needs to get 7 or less. He gets a 6, he passes. Boom, boom. He's happy. He stops there. He has moved. Righto. Next up, we're going to use this little fella here, who's going to go 1, nobody's doing anything. 2, nobody's doing anything. 3, nobody's doing anything. 1, 2, 3, nobody's doing anything. And then we're going to move the colonel up with them like that. Excuse me. And we're going to move the truck with the 65-17 up. And they go 1. Nobody does anything. They go 2. And we are going to opportunity fire our second fire onto here. So again, we start with 8. Target is a mortar, anti-aircraft gun, anti-tank gun, or artillery and so forth. And this is a anti-tank gun. So we got a +1. Target is a loaded truck. That's +2. And we've spotted by the firing unit is +3. So we go from 8 to 12 to 16 to 21 this time. we roll for an 8. Okay, an 8 on 21 is again a morale check. So we do the morale of the truck first, which is a 7, and it passes, and a morale of the anti-tank gun, an 8, and it fails. And there's nobody to give him anything. So this here is disordered. Disrupted, I should say. And it goes on top of the truck now, like that. All of these have moved. And that is the first activation for the Italians. Yay! And we have no more op fire for there. So the most we have over here is the HMG at 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing's happening. So all these other guys can simply move up. So again, they should all move individually, but yeah, so that's that. So next we go to the Brits, and it's the British. And what do they want to do? These guys can't do anything. We've got the HMG at 1, 2, 3, 4, so it could fire down here, and it may as well. There's nobody else that can fire with it, so it will just fire by itself. Okay, so it is firing for a firepower of 8 at this mob here. So again, go back to the game charts, but now we're on direct fire. So we're in the 7 column. So looking at it again, there's no entrenchments, towns, woods, or anything like that. There's no anti-tank ditch or any sort of cover. We're out in the open. We're not firing through anything. We're not firing through smoke. It's not dug in. Target hex is at a higher elevation. No. Target hex is spotting range at night. Target is 3 or more hexes away. So that's going to bring it down 1 to the 4. Not doing air units, efficiency, logistics. We're not adjacent. It's all infantry. Not opportunity fire. Hex contains 3 combat units, and it does. So we've gone down 1, we go up 1, so we're back where we were. And that is it. So we're on the 7 column. We roll up and we get an 8, and an 8 on the 7 column is a miss. And we are done. And we now go back to the Italians, and like I said, nobody can fire at the Italians. There's nothing in range, so I'm just going to activate this captain here. His people can move 4. They're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, pick terrain chart. We are on a road. So for infantry, it's 2/3. So they can move 3 hexes for every 2 movement points. So these guys can go 2/3. Excuse me. 2/3, 1 1/3, 3. And they've got 4 movement points. It's not really going to make much difference, is it? 2/3, 1 1/3, 2. Yeah, sorry. And then they can move up another one. Nobody's in range. Another one. Nobody's in range. And another one. They can move 6 hexes along the road. So, and again, the machine gun is up here and does not have range to do anything. This captain, these guys have 4 and a 3. So these guys will move up 1, 1 2/3, 2, 2 2/3. And that's as far as they can go. And again, there is nothing for them to be shot at or anything else. We're now going to activate the Capitano, and the first thing the Capitano is going to do is going to use the off-board artillery, and we're going to plonk that right there on the major. Boop, because you can see. Righto, so again, we go back to the game charts. We are in bombardment fire. We have an 8 firepower. If we got a -2 because there's an entrenchment. Nothing there, nothing there. Target is a mortar, so we've got a +1 because there is a mortar in there. So we're at -1. Don't think there's anything else. No, so we got a -1, so we go from 8 down to the 5 column. And we roll up, and we get a 6. And a 6 on the 5 column is absolutely nothing. This can go back down here now, like that. Being used, and now the Capitan, again with all these people, they can move 3, and he's going to go 1 2 3 with this lieutenant here. Move a maximum 2 with everybody. Now, unlimbering. I knew I forgot something because I didn't have a chance to unlimber him. He got forcibly unlimbered. Unlimbering. I think it costs lots. It is a movement action. Yeah, we know that. A weapon may be limbered and loaded, hooked up at a cost of all transport or weapon units MPs. Unloading costs no MPs to either unit, but unlimbering requires the weapons unit entire action segment. Thus, a weapon that starts in action loaded may unload and unlimber in the same segment, and the transport unit that was loaded on may move or unload other units. I think that's it. So it can, but not until we get on there. So these guys are going to move. Let's do this right. This guy here is going to come on and go 1 2 to there. No, he's not. Going to go 1 2 to there. Really what I want to do, what I really want. No, we're just going to go the 1. Let's go. Boop, boop, boop. We're just going to move everybody here 1, like that. And then this is going to limber. It should have been on its limbered side. So it's unlimbered now, and they have all moved. Back to the Brits, they pass. There's nothing they can do, which brings the last Teneti here. They've got a movement of 3 again, all supposed to be moved individually, but we go 1, 2, 3 to there, and nothing can happen. We go moved. So we've started to move everybody up. It's over to the Brits again. They have nothing in range to do anything, so they pass. The Italians are all done. They pass. That's it. We can clear markers, and we can go over to the next turn, which would be there. And we've been going for a while. 21 minutes. So I think what I might do is stop it there. We'll save that as turn 1. And well, in fact, I'm 07:30 to 07:45. Save that, and we'll call it quits there. I'll put this up so that you can tell me where I went wrong, and that way if I need to fix anything I can fix it before we go from there. So thanks very much. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.